New neighbors can present some challenges, but sometimes they bring a breath of fresh air to the neighborhood. The Water Center is an iconic structure that echoes its industrial surroundings while making a bold architectural statement.
The City of Calgary's Water Center is a very unique building. It was designed around the requirements of the water business in Calgary. We're the people who look after the drinking water, the wastewater, and the stormwater services.
The building is long and narrow. It is so because that gives us as much exposure to natural light as possible. And by creating a sort of the curvilinear section of the building, which wraps over the building like a blanket, it protects and creates a porch on the south side. And the building is absolutely facing due south so that it can gain as much solar gain into the building as possible. Part of the way we were able to manipulate the tight budget we had to work with into something extraordinary was by the way we finished the interiors of the building. And steel was particularly beneficial to help us create a very delicate and skeletal framework within the building that allowed us to not have to decorate it afterwards, but to celebrate its own beauty. And through our design of the steelwork with our consultants, we were able to craft something that became beautiful in itself, yet unadorned.
The building was built around us. It reflects our values as a company in terms of water management and how we want it to work together.
A unique structure for its purpose and environment, the Water Center is destined to become a landmark in Calgary's architectural history. It's also a worthy candidate for the CISC Alberta Awards architectural category. The railway has had a long history with steel. Now that history continues in the Royal Canadian Pacific Entry Pavilion, where steel evokes the old and creates the new.
This project was really born from the essence of CP Rail and what they are and how they represent themselves. And the building draws analogies to the mountains and to the traditional trestle bridge. So it's a very simple expression of structural steel in the form of a trestle and stone that really relates to the mountains.
We had the exterior wall of the building was about 11 meters high, and then in the inside we have a two-story structure. So with that steel component was on one side completely steel, on the other side it has a leg that's supported on the concrete. So we had differential stuff that's happening in between the two.
At night when the building is illuminated, there's a real sense that the stone facade is a portion of the exterior, and it has a really strong relationship to the palliser, which is sandstone. So we felt that the context was incredibly important.
A design that uses available space with elegance while creating a tribute to the railway industry. It's a fine example of how to use steel in an innovative and creative design. The Royal Canadian Pacific Entry Pavilion is a commendable finalist for a CISC Alberta Architectural Award. A corporate office building can be simple and functional, but the best evokes something of the spirit of the resident corporation. The WestJet campus office facility suggests soaring flight and open skies.
We wanted to make a statement that this is WestJet, that this is an airline. The airfoil represents the airline. It's a bit of a unique feature to this building, and that feature suited WestJet to the T.
I think steel was a good choice for this building, so not only because of the pile restrictions that were on the building, but some of the span to depth ratio were easier for steel. The speed in which we were able to erect the building was far quicker than what they could do with concrete.
I like the spiral stair, which is all glass. I think that is very unique. And the other part that I really like is the atrium, being able to bring in as much daylight right in the center of the floor plate, and it soars for 3 stories. WestJet right now, they are extremely happy with that space.
A corporate structure worthy of its owner and occupant, the WestJet campus office facility takes its namesake's prestige to ever greater heights. Its distinctive aesthetics make it a laudable contender for the CISC Alberta Architectural Award.